Hello and welcome to the video, guys. We're going to be taking a look at the HWK 30 on Malinovka, and this tank, man, it's been trolling me a little bit. We just did one replay on it from Live Oaks. It was a pretty good game, and what you're going to see me do here is make an active pass. In tanks that are very, very large like this, I don't really like to take the standard bush because I always feel like it's easier for people to blind fire me even if I don't get lit. And then again, you get lit most of the time trying to take this spot. So I prefer not to go here. By the way, I was playing this game with Sturgy and another person in his stream at the time. This guy's name is Svedka Vodka. A cheap vodka that I used to drink in college, but hey man, if it works, right? So it all does the same thing. Anyway, AMBT is going to take a very aggressive play here. I'm trying to take a shot at this guy, and then I realized the boar was sitting here, and I kind of ran into the boar unintentionally, but I want to eliminate this guy before he's able to take this spot, because I like to do the opposite. So what I decide to do here is actually fly up this way, and I'm going to ignore the AMBT for now. AMX tries to go after him, but this is a very dumb play in my opinion on his part, and he's going to pay the price for it. It is what it is, man, but I'd like to try and eliminate this guy from the game, and what I'm going to do is come down like this, come all the way around, and you can see this guy's already starting to like change his turret. He's turning his turret towards me. And here's the AMX, he gets spotted, and yeah, we're able to clean this guy up very quick. He pretty much melts off the map with my last HE shell there, and now we're in a very, very powerful position, guys. And what you can do from here is, if you're creative enough, you can poke this, and you have to really test it quite a number of times to make sure you're not going to get spotted, but eventually you can get into these bushes. And this is what I prefer to do with these more active scout types of vehicles. I'd rather not sit in the standard bush. I don't really like it to begin with, because I find that with these two standard bushes now that everyone comes to, you get blind fired like crazy. And even if someone isn't sitting there, and people might not even think that you're sitting there, they'll still blind fire it, man. Like, it's just ridiculous how often those bushes get blind fired now that people have the knowledge of passive scouting and they understand this. So anyway, I'm gonna get up in here, I'm gonna just pause. There's no reason for me to do anything else. And this Borisk, man, like, I know I ran into this guy before, but I don't know what this guy is trying to do here. He pokes up right next to me. I am amazed that someone did not hit me instead of him. Because again, like, when you're unspotted, you can obviously still be hit, right? He pulls up right next to me, and this is just the dumbest play on his part, man. And I was so close, guys, to saying something in the chat, like, dude, what are you doing? But in any case, guys, he's going to back away from here, and I'm going to hold. Like, I'm just going to hold. There's no reason for me to try and make any other plays here. We're spotting E25, Hellcat. We're in pretty much the best spot we can be in up until the hill wins and more people get eliminated from the game, right? So we're at 3,100 spotting already, 215 damage, and this is pretty much going to be the game, guys. Eventually, everyone's gonna push in, and we're gonna win the hill. But I wanted to show you guys kind of how I decided to do this. I know the LT is blind firing me, so I'm not gonna move. Luckily, he only takes one blind shot, and he's a smart player to know that I'm in here. At least he thinks I am. And he would be correct. But he doesn't blind fire me again, so no reason for me to pull back. I'm just going to remain here because we're in a very, very powerful position, guys. And once you can get into this area, I'm telling you, like, I'm running this thing with like almost 500 view range and CVS. No reason to move until you absolutely have to. And you will spot the remainder of the map, right, like in these areas here. But even then, we still spotted people coming up like this. They were repositioning to take shots at the heavies up here, and we were still lighting them. And LT gets lit here. People do miss him, but it is what it is. I like the arties to try and target the LT-432, but they seem to be targeting the heavies instead, which is fine. But if they were able to eliminate this LT-432 from the game, I might have moved even sooner. And you can see another arty is back here. Just watching those tracers, guys. So we're here. I'm going to fast forward just to get through this a little bit quicker. You guys can kind of see what's going on here. We spot the M40. There's trees knocking down. I'm going to remain here. Like, again, no reason to move. We're going to be spotting people that are going to make any kind of movement here because of CVS. We're able to get away with this, and you know, we don't have to get any closer to spot, right? So CVS is extremely vital, guys. You know, it knocks out a lot of concealment when people are on the move, and it knocks out a lot of concealment through bushes. And with Campinovka, Malinovka on this map, CVS is vital, dude. I would never run a light tank without CVS, unless, of course, I'm not at tier 8, which you don't have the option, right? But eventually we're going to move in here, guys, but you'll see, like, we spot, I believe it's the Hellcat we relight here or something like that, and T25, actually, and we're lighting these guys, and we don't even have to do anything, right? And this is what I mean about CVS. Like, you can be so lazy with running CVS. You just sit in the bush, and that's it, right? So I'm now going to move in, guys. We'll put this on 1 time so we can see the end of this game. And you'll see here, I'll just spoil it for you. Obviously, it's a win. But we're going to end up with, I think, 6K spotting in this game. I go to shoot the... SMV or whatever, and Sturgy ends up racking him with his final shot there, so that's great. We get an HE shell into the M40 here, which was helpful. GW ends up hitting me here, but you know, Arties can shotgun, so no surprise. And that's pretty much going to be the game, guys. We're going to move in for the last couple of kills here. I think I do get the spotting damage on this. I go to take a shot at the 112, it bounces, and we do get the spotting for at least one of those vehicles. Gonna ram the 112 to end the game, and 6K spotting, guys, 513 damage. So a phenomenal game. I really do enjoy playing with Sturge, and also anyone else that likes to come into you know, the waiting room, he calls it, and you know, we'll talk on Discord, we'll communicate, and it is easier to play lights when you have people backing you up, man. It truly is, and you're communicating. And in a way, I almost don't want to do that when I'm trying to mark a vehicle, because to me, it's not cheating, right, guys? But it's definitely easier if you have 2 enemy tank destroyers that you're communicating with in real time over voice chat. It's definitely a lot easier to mark a vehicle, especially a light tank, when you have 2 tank destroyers behind you that you are in communication with. So just something to note, every single 3 mark that I've received on a vehicle I did without platooning, except maybe the tier 5's platooning with my dad, but I wouldn't really consider that full-on platooning with like 2 enemy, like we were just playing together and I happened to mark it, right? It's kind of different. But anyway, guys, here's the game on Malinovka, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to get into the emplates. And this map, man, I'm telling you, you need to stay alive on this map. Do what you have to do, guys, but just stay alive for the end so you can, you know, rack up a freaking combined score like this. We didn't do much damage, but look at all that spotting, man. And this turns out to be like close to 7,000 combined, right? We got the nice badge here, and nothing more to note, guys. If you didn't catch the last video I posted on the HWK 30, or if I'm posting this one first, here's how I have it set up. CVS, the bounty optics, low noise exhaust, rations. Here's the crew, pretty full concealment here, and not much else to see. Everything else is average except the gun on this vehicle. This vehicle has a very, very powerful gun. So that's it. 1245 combined experience here, or I guess just experience. I like to call it combined experience because obviously it's taking everything, like your damage and your spotting. But you know, Sturgy had a pretty good game, this guy had a pretty good game, and you know, we came out with the win, so that's the most important. And we banked 120k, and I don't even think we were running any kind of boosters here. So to get 120k out of this game without boosters is a GG for me. All right, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you for the next one. Take care, and bye-bye now.